Hi, I'm Lauren Walker-Lee, and this is Talking and Shopping, a show that takes the incredible artists, designers, and creatives in our country talking and shopping. We hear their stories while visiting some of the best boutiques in the city while we do it. Today I get to spend time with Dorian Who, the Toronto-born, Toronto-based fashion designer who is known for her avant-garde streetwear. With signature silhouettes that have become easily recognizable, Dorian's focus on slow fashion and seasonless style hits all the right notes. Plus, her own maximalist style lands her on the best dressed list. Who is Dorian Who? Let's find out. Dorian, it's amazing to be here. Thank you so much for having me in your beautiful studio, and the clothes are just magnificent. Where did you grow up, and when did fashion come into play?
I was born and raised in Iran. I think my parents were the reason that I got into this whole fashion world. And my dad was a Persian rug dealer. That made me really love all the beautiful colors. When I was a teenager, I was kind of finding my style. And then I realized I'm different, I wear different, and people really don't like what I wear. But I was very confident and I really loved what I was doing.
And then you went to fashion college, but you left Iran and you went to Istanbul, Turkey.
Yeah.
So what was that change like?
Oh, it was a new world. I had the opportunity to study fashion just because we didn't have any fashion school in Iran. I was in Turkey for 3 years, almost 3 years, and then I moved to Canada.
You launched your line in 2018. What was it like for you at the beginning?
I was getting a lot of great compliments, but I was also getting a lot of negative feedback, which was not very pleasant. But I knew what I really wanted to do, and I was not really caring about what other people think who I need to be. And then I'm happy that I didn't really change anything. I stick to who I really am, you know?
Where do you find your inspiration for the collections?
I get my inspirations from mostly Iranian, Persian culture. I'm very into Asian culture just because I believe it has a beauty and richness. Also different arts, different visual. I'm a very visual person and I get inspired visually.
Can you tell me why seasonless, slow fashion, and using dead stock, why that's important to you?
There is a lot of waste in fashion. With every big stock, if you don't sell that stock, then you have to deal with so many clothes. And I didn't want to do that just because I don't believe that's the right thing to do to the environment.
I have to ask, how did you come up with the amazing name, Dorian Who?
How I dress up, people usually ask me, oh my God, who are you? Like why you're dressing up like this? Is this a costume or are you going somewhere? I'm like, no, I'm just wearing my clothes. I noticed I realized this is the best name for me to use.
Well, it's been lovely being in the studio. Are you ready to do some shopping?
Of course, always.
So Dorian, we're at the amazing concept store, WDLT 117. I know it's one of your faves.
It's absolutely my favorite store in Toronto, yeah.
It is like a little slice of Europe right here in Toronto. They stock amazing brands, as you know, like Bodhi, Awake Mode, Marine Serre, Paco Rabanne, like just tons. Shall we have a look around?
Yes. Look at this, all the stitches here.
Yep.
No one really recognizes all this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of work. Oh, yes, I know. I see you in that. I see you. Oh, I love that. What is it?
Oh, it's fantastic. And it's Bodhi. Bodhi dressed a few people at the Met, and Lord looked fantastic. How gorgeous is this? And speaking of celebs, this is crazy, crazy in a good way. You've dressed both Margaret Atwood and Director X. Who else would you like to see in your creations?
There are a lot of people that I want to see in Dorian Who, but Rihanna probably is one of those people. A$AP Rocky, if I see these two people together wearing Dorian Who, it would be really amazing.
And I don't think I've ever asked you what fashion designers inspired you when you were growing up.
Karl Lagerfeld was the was my role model, I guess. Just because my dad was coming from Berlin, the magazines were German magazines, and there were a lot of colorful images, and I was like, this guy looks very cool and different.
It was so good to go shopping with you. It was amazing to get to know you better, and I think we picked the perfect store to do it.
It was so fun to spend time with you too.
So we'll do it again, for sure.